Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Here we are, another day in the garden walkway. Hey, good morning, everyone. It is early morning crafts and coffee with Lori. Well, I'm getting all my little items set up here so that we can get ready to get started on a brand new, beautiful card. And we are what the garden walk today. Woohoo! We got some good stuff going on here today. Well, first, let me switch things over so I can say good morning to you and you can get a chance to see me this morning. Let's see where we're at here. Let's do this. I am going to put us about right here today. Hey, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's another morning. It's another beautiful morning. Another day in this first week of fall. Some people say autumn. I always said fall season of the year. And here we are, and welcome this morning. I got my cup of coffee. Remember, it's Crafts and Coffee with Lori. I got my coffee. What is your morning beverage? What do you have going on? And I want you to notice I do have a smaller mug here. It still looks kind of big, but really it's a lot less than what I was doing in that huge Yeti tumbler. Okay. I am doing better with the coffee, actually. And you see that my energy is up, and I haven't even had my first sip yet this morning. So, not too bad. Maybe I'm learning a little something. We might have to change the title. No. I'm just kidding. But anyway, good morning. My name is Lori Brown. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, which just basically means I make homemade crafts, mostly cards. I'm venturing out in few other things, cards where I am able to use their products to create all my items. So I'm excited about that. I have been having a ball. This is my eighth week in doing these lives. Can you believe it? 8 weeks, me doing 8 weeks of live. And it's still so new to me. So you probably hear me talk about it a lot. But anyway, and I joined maybe a couple weeks beforehand, but I just love the idea of this being my happy space in the morning. Get my whole day going. I jump over here. I switch everything around to get ready for logging into work. And it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So, a couple of things I want to tell you this morning is number one, I have decided I have to do some work on my video. I've been watching a couple of them, and I know I have so many bloopers in there. I don't think I'm ever going to go in and do any bunch of edits. This is my happy space. I don't want to complicate it with a bunch of stuff. I know some of it is definitely necessary, but I said this is the Lori Brown way. And so getting started, I think I'm going to stick with that and don't get so overwhelmed. So anyway, but I do have to do a little bit more with the lighting and everything. So we'll see how that comes out. I'll be working on that. Let's see. The other thing is, I want you to know that the October's National Card Day. It's also actually International Card Day as well. It's coming up October 7th. So that's going to be fun, fun, fun. I'll share more about that with you later. So what we're going to do, we're going to dive into our new card that we're going to be working on today. I am excited about this series. It's beautiful. I learned so much. And today we're going to do something special. So when I joined Stampin' Up, right, and when I started working with these, I thought, oh, everything was cut and you used to dye and everything perfect. But with this series, you have to do some fussy cutting. I learned fussy cutting completely by accident. I'm like, what's fussy cutting? That's when you have to cut it out yourself. One of the things I like about doing this is I didn't have to cut out nothing myself. I just had to roll it through the embosser and boom, the shape was cut out nice and beautiful. And that worked for me. That absolutely worked for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of fussy cutting today. And I am enjoying the idea of tapping into some fussy cutting. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started. Let me first switch things over so we can get started right here. I'm still learning to navigate, you guys. I'm all over the place. I know I am all over the place. But here we are. So what we're going to do is, let me take a sip of this. Ooh, that first cup is good too. It is really good. Okay, so this is the Garden Walk Collection series. We did this one. This was the first one we did this week, and it came out really nice. And then I fussy cutted it, and I was complaining. I was like, oh, I know there's some dyes for this. Why am I fussy cutting on this? But it didn't come out too bad at all. I really liked how it came out. I might have used a peach color instead of a pink color on this one, because this is a little more peachy. But anyway, it came out really good. In here, it looks more pink than the actual product, okay? So very nice. It came out beautiful. I did my first three ribbons at a time bow. That's my first time doing that. And then see, the inside came out beautiful. So that was the first one in the series we worked on. Then the second one that we did yesterday is, wow, this one was something interesting. I didn't have that one, but I realized now I could have fussy cutted that right out of the paper. But I just did go with what you got, right? So I did these two. This one has more jewels on it than this one does, but I did have to fussy cut that. And I said, you know what? I got some dye leaves. I'm gonna put them on there. So that's what I did. See, I cut these dies out because I didn't want to fussy cut that one. Okay, so that's what I did. Let me tell you, so see, yesterday, look, this is what it was. Okay, so this is an actual stamp. Come on, beautiful. If I had to put this on a card, yes. But look at that. I ended up just cutting around the side and it came out nice. Okay. No dies, and enjoy your special day. So this is what we did on yesterday. And just on the inside, let me push this over a little bit. It should be over here, right in the center. Move this over here a little bit. Okay. And that's all I did to the center. Nice, cute, something nice to give to someone. Enjoy your special day. So this was a good card yesterday project. But you notice I stamped each and every one of these on here, and that was fun. So yesterday truly was a stamping day. Today is going to be more of a fussy cutting day. So I'm going to do some cutting with you as we do this card. I was going to do this one, but I'm still working. These are all fussy cutted out too. But I'm still working. Look how pretty that is. I'm still working on that. What's going to be circular? And that will be our first Christmas card of the year too that we're going to do. We're getting ready to go into Christmas season, and in the next week, 2 weeks, we're going to really start doing some Christmas cards. It's going to be a lot of fun. But this would be our first one because I told you I want to duplicate everything. So we're going to do this one today. And then we're going to do that one tomorrow. And then this is going to be our Fun Friday. Okay. That'll be our Fun Friday. All right. So I did another one. And this is actually a huge card. It ended up being 6 by 6. And the way this happened is I cut my paper wrong. I said, oh no, I cut my paper wrong. And it was this paper. So I didn't have a lot of that cardboard looking type cardstock. And I didn't have a lot of that. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to cut a 6 by 6. I have no envelope for this. Is there an envelope that even exists for a 6 by 6? I got to look it up to see. But anyway, this turned out really nice. And then I put brought a little of the outside inside for this card. So this is the huge card. So we're going to this huge size card to this 3.5 by 3.5 card. Okay. Yes. So the measurements I did write them down, I believe, somewhere. I thought I wrote them down because I said I was going to start doing and putting how I'm actually cutting these out. So I do know, let's get started on this one here. I do like to have an example before we get started, but sometimes it don't work out like that, being early in the morning and being that work full time and sometimes working late, overtime trying to catch up, and then I'm caregiver for my sister too. So it's a lot busy going on. So that's okay. We'll work it and we'll put it together. We'll do it together. All right, so this is, I'm just going to measure this out. So I took okay, this one, okay, this is what we start out with when we cut, and that's our 8.5 by 11, right? So I took our 8.5 by 11 and I cut it off at 7. Okay, right at 7, and that's what this card is here. Okay, it's a 7. Okay, from here to here, it's 7. And then half of 7 is 3.5. I scored it at 3.5, which gave us 3.5 all the way around. So we got 3.5 all the way around. Okay, so next we're going to do, we are covering it with this paper here. And what's so interesting about this paper here is we are going to add some of our own fun stamping on this one. Okay, so we're going to cover all this. So we're going to have to cut this in 3.5, and then we're going to stamp on it to give it that look. Okay. Okay. Let's come over here, and we're going to do this at 3.5. Okay, 3.5 right there. Put that there. Cut this at 3.5, and then we're going to turn it, and we're going to cut this at 3.5. Okay, and this is going to be our cover. Okay, this is going to cover it all perfectly right here, 3.5 and 3.5. Okay, now we're going to take this and we are going to do some stamping on here. All right, and I am going to just use this as our tester right here. Put that here. Leave this right there for now. And you can see in our picture here, I'm going to just fold this up a little bit so that we can see it. So right here, you see we have our stamps all throughout this card. So it's almost like we're creating our own little designer card here. So I'm going to stamp it a lot around here because we're going to have our embellishments over on that side. So let's grab that stamp. And it's a cute little stamp. All right, let's see where to go. Here it is. I got it on. All right. And this comes out of our Modern Garden series of stamps. So let's see where I'm at. Here it is. See our Modern Garden stamp series. That's what we're working on. And we're doing the sentiment is your birthday. And so everything we'll be cutting out comes right out of here. So it's stamped in whatever color we want, then we cut it out, right? So we're going to be working with this splatter flower here. I have no idea what it is, but it's cute. It's like boom. It's like dynamite. Bam. And then we're going to work fussy cut with this one here. But right now we're going to stamp with this fun one. These bunches of dot clutters or berry colors. So shapes, berry shapes. All right, so I got our little berry shapes on here, and then we are going to do that with our wild wheat. This is wild wheat, and this is wild wheat paper here. So what we're going to do is going to grab this wild wheat and open it here. All right, and I got to put this somewhere where I can sit it flat. Okay. One thing I am learning about when I'm working with this is it's insane how easy it is to get ink everywhere. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to get started. Okay, so I'm just test it here. Okay, just going to do right on the top, and then we're going to start up here at hold on one second. I do want to put a piece of a little something under here to work with. I don't want to stamp up my card. Oh, this is one I can use. This is nice and flat. I'll put this right under here because I really don't want to stamp on this, but it gives such a solid base. I love it. So I'm gonna just stamp on this one. Okay. All right, now let's get our stamper going here. We'll wipe off the sides. And okay, here we go. So we're going to stamp right here, and we're going to just here. All right. Just nice stamping, and we're just going to stamp all over the card here. I'm going to stamp about here, and I'm going to do a here, and just here, and I'm just going to stamp. I do want one here. Okay. And then maybe one up here. Not too much, but I think this looks good. And let's do one more here. Okay, I think that's good enough. Maybe too many, okay, for what we want to do. We kind of don't want too much on there, but we want it to look nice. All right, so we got that stamped off there. Okay, now this is where, okay. And I actually think this could have been done even a little lighter. It could have been, but that's okay. I think when we put our little gold beads on it, it's going to really make it stand out a little better. And when we do our embellishment. Okay, now, so take a look at this. Look at this petal right here. So I had to figure a way how to do this with the stamp. Okay, so what I did was I did a tester. I'm going to show you what I tested out. I tested out, where did it go? It's gone in its own little world, looks like. Oh, here it is. So I have that stamp. Here it is. So I have that stamp. So this is the actual stamp, but that's way too dark to get our other embellishments in there, right? It's way too dark. So I had to come up with, well, maybe if I stamp it off, it will work. Then I thought, no, because it's just a peach color. So then that's what I tried. I said, well, I'll stamp it off and then I'll just fussy cut it around here, right? Let me move this over to the side. And then I said, well, I'll just fussy cut that. I thought, well, no, that's not going to work because that's not the color, the peach color that I would like to have. So I said, oh, well, what we're going to do. So what I decided to do was, look, I finally came up with what I was going to do. You see what I did? I ended up, see how I got all the peach, just like it looks on the card in the catalog. So what I did was I fussy cutted this, turned it around, then stamped on the other one. Huh? That worked for me. It works beautifully. And it's going to sit up there nice and pretty when we get done with it. So this is what I did. So you see how I stamped it twice here. And all I'm going to do is I am going to cut. All right. Now let's see where in the world. This is one of the mornings where if you don't set up when you leave at night, it was a busy day, and talking about Russian day. Okay, here they go. We'll use these. Okay. So let's move this out the way. So what we're doing this one right here. Okay. So what I did was I said, well, I had to go see somebody how they did their fussy cut. And it just wasn't perfect. They just kind of go around and they just kind of go in and out and in and around and in. But they keep that border around there. You see that nice border? Because when you do die cutting, if you notice, a lot when you use the machine to cut out the sizes, cut out the shapes, they do have this nice little border on there and just cut around and go around and around and not too close because we don't want to, but we do like to have a bit of a border around it and just come around and around and just kind of turn, turn, turn the shape towards the scissors, I believe. I believe that's how they do it. And I'm going to just keep the shears, my little snippets, as close as I can without taking away the border. And I'm just going around here, in. I'm cutting right around, down and in, and coming up and around and around and in and around. And just going all the way around, coming around, just coming around, and down and in and up and around and in and around. Just kind of following the shape all the way around. Look at that. Just following it all the way around, coming down, in and around. Just up and in and out. Boom, there we have it. Now, how fun is that, right? How fun is that? So, however, what we're going to do is, remember we want the splatter and we want that dot right in the middle. So, I don't have a dot. I don't have a red dot that's going to be darker than that little splatter there. So, what I'm going to do is, we're going to use the Poppy Parade. Okay. All right. I'm going to sit that right there. And I'm going to take the Poppy Parade and I am going to, okay. And I am going to take this one. That's our little splatter one. And I am going to stamp right on there. And I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it too dark. Okay. I want it more like this one. Okay. I want it more like this one. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to stamp off once. And then I am going to try and, let's see, I think it would be like this. Maybe try and see what shape matches this and just go stamp right on there. Okay. And that's not bad. I will take that. That's a pretty color right there. This one's a tiny bit darker, but I'll take that one too. Okay. And then we're going to take our little button, our tiny, tiny little dot. Okay. Let me wipe this one off. Our little center dot. Okay. And we're going to put it right here in the middle. Okay. See our little center dot there? And we're going to just take one. Okay. And we do want this darker. And we're going to sit this right in the center, right there. Boom, right in the center. And there we have it. Look at there. So it may not seem like too much. See that? Okay. And that's what we're going to use to put on the inside. All right. So Let's go on. Oh, let's close this up. We don't want this anywhere loose. We love the ink, but we don't want it anywhere. It's going to mess some stuff up. Uh-uh. All right. So I'm going to get my glue. All right. Now, you know, I am having a day if I cannot find my glue. All right. It is just one of them days where everything is nowhere it is supposed to be. What's up with that? You know, I was looking for my phone folder. Okay. All right, here we go. I got you. I got it. Okay, right over here. I'm going to test it, make sure we can get our glue out. Okay, here we go. And I'm just going to take this glue and run it around here and put our cover on top. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to place it right, fix it right on the top of our, make sure we line it up. The one thing I do like about the glue, you can move this before it dries. It dries real quick, but you can move it to make sure your top is covered because the size is the same and that is perfectly covered. You got a little more room to move some of your items over. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so far so good. So far so good. Now, what we're going to do is next, we are going to, here's my stamp, okay? This is the oval puncher for this series that we got, is this one, where we punch out a lot of these ovals. And we did some fun ones over the series so far. And we're going to do a whole lot more. All right, let's see. We did this one, this oval, these two ovals. They worked really well on the first card that we did. That was fun. Okay. All right, so this is our oval stamp. And we're going to put it just about here. Okay, so I'm going to get my dimensionals out. Okay. And we're going to put one here. And we're going to put one here. All right. This is not centered, but down a little bit because we're going to be putting our embellishment on here. We need room for this. Okay, so that it doesn't cover up our sentiment there. Okay. Okay, and we're going to put this just about here. That seems about right. Actually, we could just maybe even center this a little bit. About here. Okay, we're going to put it about there. Okay, give it some weight. And then we're going to put this one, I'm going to turn it about right here. This looks like this would be good right in here, okay? And we're going to put that about right there. And I think this one is on sentiments too. So not sentiments, but dimensionals. So let's go on and put this on a dimensional too. So I'm going to put, all right, yeah. I like it like here. Or we're going to put this, this side. All right, I'll be turning it around because I want to get it right. You know, when you first start, you want it to be, just right. And you want to take your time and go through it. And that's okay. It's all right. Shoo, I think it's okay. So we're going to put this just about here. It's your day. And you can just kind of see the levels here. All right. Now, I did say that this is a fussy cut kind of way today. Didn't I say that? Yes, indeed. So, what we're going to do is I have these right here. So, you see these? I stamped a bunch of these out. I need to fussy cut these because I have one set on this side and one set on this side, okay? And I did cut a few of them out. Okay, I did this one. All right. And I did this one. Okay. So I left this one open so that I can fussy cut and show you what I did. Okay. So I did realize that the tail is not going to show based off of what we're copying in the catalog. So we really don't need that. But what I did was I just going to start down here at the bottom, give it a little tail so I have something to work with. Okay. And then I just kind of went around to give it that border. And I just turn it around. And I try and get close, but not too close. In and around and around to keep the white border. Okay. And around. I just come around here like that. And in and around. I am learning this. I don't do this a lot, but I can see how you can get really fast at this. No matter how big the shape is or how little the shape is, because just the few times I did do it, I feel like I am doing it so much faster than the first time I did it. I was so slow. Unbelievable. So, what is your plan for today? How is your day going? And all right, and we're coming around here like this, and just kind of going in like this and around. Okay, and around, and we're just following this up. I don't need that top. How is your day going? And a shout out again to all of those that are in the midst of this UAW strike and all of those that are out striking. And just giving a shout out to the workers, those that are on the line, and to the companies, and to all of those that are affected by the strike. Okay. I ask the Lord to keep them all, and this comes out to nice result for everybody. Okay, so see how I first did that? I cut it right out, and it doesn't look too bad at all. It doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. So now what I'm going to do is, with the ones that I cut out already, wouldn't this be some nice paper? We could make our own designer paper with these stamps. I did that on one of my episodes. It was really nice. So, okay, we are going to put this one right here like that, okay? And I'm just going to, I think I'm going to put the glue right here at the base. Okay? Just a little bit right here that we can just make sure that lays down. Okay? Right underneath and on top of the "It's Your Birthday." But I want to get it in good enough. Okay. So that's one leaf. All right. I could probably even cut that down even a little more. And you know what? I don't think I need to see the stem at all. I want to see a little more of the, so I'm going to cut this off. I don't, I want to see a little more distinction between the two leaves. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of go like this and see if I can do this without cutting a leaf. And pull this up right here. And grab that. Okay, there it is. And just pull this off. Where you at? Come on. It's right here. Pull it, cut it just a little bit more. Ah, there it is. Okay. All right. Did I lose my glue? All right, that's better. I did want to see a distinction between the two. Okay, so we got one here, and then we're going to do one more. All right. And I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to go down here a little more and get that stem off of there because I don't want to see that at all. Okay. And I'm going to just cut that out. Boy, sometimes I can see with my glasses and sometimes I cannot see with them. That's kind of weird, isn't it? We're just going to cut this right off of here. Ooh, I love these scissors. They just go right in. Get it. Actually, it's coming off. I don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to take the glue for the base of this one as well. Okay, come on out of here. Okay, and we're just going to put a dot there and dot there. Okay, just enough. And then I'm going to slide this one right under here like that. That's a good spot for this one. Okay, and we're going to make sure this lays down on here and it sticks. So it's not going anywhere. Okay, see how that looks? Not too bad, huh? I could have, but that's the fussy cutting, guys. I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world? Okay, so we got that one done. I have a few more here. Okay, for the second card I'm going to do. But anyway, we're going to take this out and then we are going to put our jewels on here. All right, did find that. I keep looking to see if I'm going to see. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, here it is. This is what I want. So these are called blooming. This is blooming pearls, and they are very, very nice. I am really enjoying these. And I'm just, because it's such a small card, I'm not going to do the real big ones. I'm just going to do a few of the little ones. Put that one there and put one right here maybe. Okay. And then let's do another one about here. Maybe here. Okay. And okay. I think we don't need too many on there, just enough. See how nice that is? So it turned out really nice, right? For, fussy cutting it out. It's a real nice one. Okay, let me get a quick sip here of a coffee. What is your morning beverage of choice? Is it room temperature water, cold water, lemon water, green juice, tea, this time of year, tea, all kind of pumpkin spice type of beverages. Okay, so now we got this. Now, I always say you got to bring a little of the outside in. So we want to make sure we cut this at, we're going to do maybe a 1/2 inch and then by 3.5 because our card is 3.5, right? So let's do, yeah, it is 3.5. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go over here and we're going to do this at, wait a minute. Let's see if this one, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to save this one, this piece. We're going to save that piece because this one was already cut at 3.5. So all we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to cut this at, let's cut this at a 1/2 inch. I need to line this. Now I need to line, 1/2 inch is about here. 1/2 inch. Yeah, I think 1/2 inch will work. Right there. Okay, that's one. And I'm going to do one more for my second card. I may use half an inch right there. Okay, two. Okay, pull this one up. We are going into an amazing season. Our season is so wonderful. We are having a great, great season. And if you like crafting at all yourself, really, you should consider it. All right. And I would love for you to join me and we do some crafting together. We can have so much fun. Okay. It's not all 6 a.m. in the morning or 6-ish. You know me. I'm more like a 6-ish in the morning kind of person. Okay, so what we're going to do here is this is our, I think this is our, yeah, this is our 7.5 by 3.5. Yes. So what we're going to do is I want to make this a little bit of a heavier card. And I want to bring the outside in. You know how I like to do that with these. But I need a little more weight to the card. It just feels a little better. So this is 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 by 3. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this one right at 3. Let's do 3.25 instead of 3.5. We're going to do 3.25 on each side. Going to turn it, and we're going to do 3.25 on this side. Okay, and this should fit snug right in the middle there to give our card just a little more weight. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we're going to just move this one down like so. Actually, we're just going to do on this side. Okay. You don't need too much, just enough. And we're going to flop this one right here. I am going to be going next month to a crafting retreat, Christmas crafting retreat next month, where we go and we create all these crafts for the season. It's just a nice little retreat, get away to see other crafters, right? And I am very excited about going. It'll be my first one, and you go and you're with other people that craft. I had no idea how many people love to craft. I understand it now that I'm doing it because it's so much fun, and not only that, it's relaxing creating something from scratch like this, you know? It's just a beautiful feeling. I can't even explain it. The peace that I get doing these crafting. And what's interesting is to discover it. So at this point in my life, I got to work with these nails. Okay. All right. Now the card got a little weight and feel and quality to it. And what we're going to do is we are going to, oh, I forgot to do my bow. And then we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to do another card with this later this evening. I'm going to show you what I come up with the other card. And I told you each is a two-sided. Each of the designer series is two-sided. So I want to do this same size with this beautiful paper because it's all about the garden walk. So we're going to see a nice, a lot of nice, beautiful prints. So I'm thinking about doing this one. I even wore a pretty print today shirt, which is very nice. To kind of tie it all together. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I am going to grab my twine here. we got right here. And we are going to make just one bow for the front. I completely forgot about that part. All right. And you know, actually, this twine should have been tied all the way around this top. Okay. But I didn't get a chance to do that. So that's okay. We're just going to work with what we got, right? I never know. Okay. This is the back of the twine, I think. This is the top. So let me make sure I don't get this, messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bow and I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to have it go around here, but I'm going to stop it right about here and use a glue dot to keep it in place. But technically, this should have been under this layer, wrapped around, then the bow. But that's okay. We're going to bring it right here, and then we're going to bring some twine right in here. Okay, right there. Okay. Okay, so let me make my bow. And I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to tie it like like I would tie my shoelaces, okay? Just going to put it up right here, one right here. And I know there is another way to do it. It's real pretty, and I am going to be practicing. I promise you guys, I am going to practice how to do beautiful bows. And okay, now we just need to pull them tight. Pull this tight. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got it nice and tight. And then I am going to lay this down about here. Okay. All right, we're going to pull this up like here, and it's right here. And then I'm going to just kind of put my finger in this one, and I'm going to pull it there. And then I'm going to put my finger here, and I'm going to pull it this way. Okay, just to give it some shape, a nice shape to it. Okay, and pull this off here. Oh, don't want to twist nothing. Okay. All right. Let me put this down here. Okay. I think we got it. I think we got our bow looking a little better. Okay. And twirl this around like so. Okay. So there's our bow here. Okay. And I know you guys, I can really do better bows. Okay. But I think the bows are just so different based off of the kind of ribbon that you're using, you know? Okay. And we're going to have this one go across here and this one go across here. So I'm going to cut this about here and here. Okay. Because this is going to kind of go underneath. Ooh, about right here. Okay. All right. Well, actually, let me do this. Let me put my glue dot on here now to keep it firm so it don't be going all over the place while I'm trying to work it. Okay. See, this is just twisting. I don't know if I really like this one for a bow. I might use something a little different next time. Let me see if I can get in here and turn it around the way it's supposed to be, because it is because it's on this one, you know. Look at me making excuses for my terrible bow. Because I have seen some amazing bow, all kinds of little bows. I gotta laugh at myself, you guys. Okay, let me grab my. Okay, let me grab my blue dots here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, let me use this. I'm gonna pull this up And I'm going to cut this in half because this is such a thin, thin. Did I say thin bow? Okay, I'm pull this up right here. Okay, I got it. And I am just going to put it on the back of this one, just about right there, so that we can glue this down right about, I think right about here would be nice, because I do want it to go under our sentiment there. Okay, so we're going to put that right about there. Okay, and I'm going to turn this over one more time. There we go. It's just stubborn. It do not want to give me my cute little bow. Okay, now we got that there. I don't want to cover up my little jewel there either. Okay, now I'm going to take this right underneath here. Okay, and I have to do it like this because I did not wrap it. I didn't get a good wrapping on it when I put the paper on. Okay, so we got to go in there. And then I'm going to take this other half. Okay. Here it is right here. I'm going to take this other half. It's nice and small glue dot. And I'm just going to put it right there to get this to lay down to the end because I didn't wrap it all the way around. Like to lay right there. Nice. And you really don't see it because it's so small. Okay, but that's going to hold that right in place for it. Normally you wouldn't see that because I would have had it wrapped all the way around, but because I didn't do that, you know what? We got to make it work. So this one is going that way, like it's wrapped all the way around. Well, to the end on this one. And then I'm going to do it again on this end. I'm going to cut this glue dot in half right here. Because I don't need the full one. Is there one right here? Oh, wait a minute. There's one right here. We're going to use this half of this one. Oh, that's a bit of a bigger one. Okay. And we're just going to take that and I'm going to line it up with the other one about here. Okay. Was it on the line? Just right about here. Okay. And then I'm going to put the glue dot right under there. Okay, I want the line to be straight as much as I can get it straight about here. And I'm going to put this right on top of there like that. And I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to put it right there. Okay, and we got it. We got it on there. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this end off right here. Cut this end off right here. And you know, I see my inside sticking out a tiny, tiny bit. And I'm going to cut that too while I'm at it. We want it to look nice and clean and as much as we possibly can on the edge. All right, so now I got my somewhat of my bow here. Okay. And let's see if it's going to let me one more time open it up a little bit. I think next time I would do a different kind of ribbon. But we're going to leave it like that. It's still a very beautiful card. I do like it. And I would still give this card to someone. It is pretty. It is pretty. But I got to admit, I do got to work a little more on my bow. I don't remember this glue dot being right here next to this one. I think this glue dot was up here, if I'm not mistaken. Don't you be moving around on me now, making me a little nervous, like it wasn't the way it was. Unbelievable. Okay, there's our card here. Now on the inside, what I'm going to do is I'm bring the outside in. I have another one of these leaves that I had cut out. I think what I want to do is just put it right in here. Okay, I already done glued it down, but sometimes I can pick it up enough to put it down right here. I think this one is even better. It doesn't have the stem on it. Let me grab this one. And I just want to put it right here to give it just another hint of and overlap it just like that to bring it in here. So I'm going to glue this one down just a tiny bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. Okay. And then we're going to put this right in the corner right here. But I want this to look like it's underneath a little bit. There we go. Just like so. Okay. All right. There we have it. That's our inside. And you know what? I'm going to add just one more embellishment on here that I think would be nice. Just another small one. I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to put this one right on the end here, right there. Okay, I'm going to put that right here. Okay, just enough. See? See? It's your birthday. So this will make a nice little card for someone. And then you have the idea, look, this is something that I created for them. Took the time, did Fussy cut it out? And it's wonderful. It's just wonderful. All this fun, these fun cards. I'm so enjoying myself. And I hope that you are enjoying it too. My first adventure with creating all these cards. I'm going to be a pro. I'm just telling you now. I am going to be a pro at this before it's all over with. But I tell you what, it's so funny. I was looking for dies to cut these out. I'm telling you. And I didn't understand. Well, why are they putting the bundle with this one? Here's the bundle. You got the designer paper, but this is the bundle. It comes like, you can get it two together, when you do a bundle, it's discounted price. I'm like, well, where dies to cut this out? Honey, ain't no dies. You have to cut these babies out. Now, if someone out there, these amazing, I'm telling you, amazing demonstrators out there, been doing it for years and years and years. They got so many techniques, so much going on, right? If one of them can show me a way to do this, or if there is a secret die set out there, just let me know. Just let me know. All right, this is so beautiful. This is so good. And that's all we have enough time for. I did want to do another one with this one, but I'm gonna have to do that later after I get off of work and do this one here, okay, and make a small one. And then I'll show you both of them tomorrow. Because there's no one way of doing it. You could do it any way you want. It's beautiful. That's what I like about how you can make these cards. And sometimes there's no two cards alike, So anyway, thank you so much for working with me there. I am going to shift gears now so that we can close out. Let me get this here so that we can close out and I can say goodbye and see you tomorrow. So here we go. Now, I just want to tell you a few things. All right. Wow. So you can see my flowers right here. So I got it going on. This is my garden walk. So it's fun. So anyway, thank you so much for being on with me. We did get the one small card done, but we learned so much. We did the fussy cutting right there, and the unexpected with the string that I forgot to put in, the twine I forgot to put in. But with those little glue dots, you could do so much with them. I'm learning you can do so much with them. I was able to take the little glue dot and put it on the end, and it kind of looks like it went all the way around, and we use what we have and we make it work. That's what's so wonderful about all this. We use what we have and we make it work. So tomorrow we're going to do I think tomorrow we're going to do the Christmas card one. That'll be the first Christmas card of the year that we're working on with the garden walk. And then finally we're going to have Fun Friday with garden walk with that really cute. Look like it got little things in them or something. We got to work out how to make that happen for us. Okay. So lots going on. This is an amazing collection. I am enjoying working on it this week. So first thing, I want to tell you a few things just really quick here. I want to let you know that sign up for the newsletter. Okay. Lori'sCraftedJourney.com. A lot of good stuff in there. You can always go to the newsletter, keep up with to keep up with everything going on during the week and what we did the previous week, because I kind of do a summary of the week that we did. Okay. And then we go right into some comments, and then my own comments at this point. Okay. And then some exciting things that's coming up. Okay. The next thing I want to tell you, don't forget, October 7th is Make Your Card Day. On my website, Lori'sCraftingJourney.com, I got where you can register. You register for free. You can register for free, but you will need the supplies if you want to follow along and make the card. And then actually, if you have your own supplies at home, you'll be able to follow along. Also, it has the measurements, okay? And you can make your card beautiful. Invite somebody to come along and do it with you. I would love if we could all do it together. So let me know if you want to participate. Send me a note, and then we can do our chat on the side while they're doing their card. We can have a ball. We can make it a lot of fun. October 7th. They do it every year. It's an annual thing. It's nationwide, actually international, because we're not the only ones that participate. So it's a nationwide, international type of event. It's going to be my first one. I'm really looking forward to the cards they're going to be making. And then so contact me. You can contact me right here at Lori'sCraftingJourney.com. Contact me if you're interested in being part of Make a Card Day, and then go register, then contact me, and then we can hook it up so that we can work together, make sure we have everything we need to be ready, and then make sure we have everything, and then so that I can set up the chat so that we'll be able to talk and have just a good time. Okay. All right. So that wraps us up for today. This is day number 38. Day number 38, week 8 of our lives. I like to say that because for me to be able to do this exciting, wonderful, wonderful thing, like coming on and being in my happy place and creating these beautiful cards, always now have something to give to someone. Don't have to run out to the convenience store, the CVS, or whatever place you go, the Hallmarks, because we are making beautiful cards here ourselves. So we don't have to do that. We just go on and, okay, I know I ramble. I love being in this space. It's just a beautiful space to be in. Okay. So until tomorrow, 6-ish, if you come right at 6 and you don't see me pop up, just give me a few more minutes. I will be on 6-ish, Monday through Friday, early morning coffee and crafts with Lori. And I will early morning crafts and coffee with Lori. I always say it backwards all the time, but you know what I mean. Have a beautiful day. And please, please do not forget to put a smile on someone's face today. Okay, doesn't matter who it is. Someone smile at them, or do something like give them a beautiful card that you created with your time, your energy, your effort. It's just something beautiful about that, and it'll come back to you. It will come back to you. So put a smile on somebody's face today. All right, you take it easy. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.